The Cleveland Cavaliers were number one in the East nearly all season, crowned Kenny Atkinson Coach of the Year, and did not go past the second round of the playoffs. What's next for them? Can they run this thing back?
I don't think they can. Not with the core four, in my opinion. And the core four I'm referring to would be Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. One thing I will say is this. I don't know if any team with the history that we have can be led to a finals appearance with Donovan Mitchell as a star. I just don't know based on the history. And that's
Mm,
concerning for me, you know? Because I
that's
believe they want him to be the number one. I mean, he is the number one right now. He is their star on their roster. But this past exit from the playoffs was almost reminiscent of when he had his Utah jersey on. I almost felt the same thing. Like it's almost like you just don't have enough to go over the round two hump. I don't know.
okay. I mean, I'm with you on that. It sure seems like it. I know
Yeah,
he's thinking, oh my God, this is deja vu.
yeah,
Regardless, whatever jersey I'm wearing is deja
yeah.
vu. But I just think he's had just some bad luck
Uh-huh.
because he's surrounded by a pretty good team. We're talking about the Cavs who are number one. I mean, they have the two big lineup. They have everything. They check all the boxes. There's one box they don't check though.
What?
They don't have no bad boy on their roster.
They don't have any toughness. I 1000% agree with that. They need a Dylan Brooks type, Draymond Green type of player. Not
Hmm.
those players in particular, but type of player, right?
Yes, yes.
Is that a Marcus Smart? Can they go and get Marcus Smart?
I
Somebody
think
like that.
yes, yes. I have him,
Yeah.
as a potential here. I
No.
also
Mm-mm.
read somewhere that Giannis might be interested in exchange for Evan Mobley. I said, ooh, okay. I think I might go for that.
I
I might
thought
go for
so.
that if I'm Cavs leadership because Evan Mobley, yeah, he's coming into his own. I think he's a nice player, but you know, he's skillful, but he just needs a little bit more aggression. He needs a little bit more nasty down there in the paint. Yeah, he won Defensive Player of the Year, but you need somebody who can just be a little bit more tough. And I think if they had a player like Giannis, like a Marcus Smart, Draymond, player like that, that will help get Donovan Mitchell over the hump.
With the addition of Giannis Antetokounmpo, if they decide to move in that fashion, although I don't know if I'm really a fan of that move, it will, however, take the pressure off of Donovan Mitchell being the number one because Giannis will be the number one, most definitely. And maybe that pressure would maybe um, eliminate some of the. I think Donovan Mitchell goes into the playoffs with tension because of his history and because he really wants to, go further in his playoff journey. I think it may happen. I may eliminate that a little bit or alleviate that a little bit, and maybe that's not a bad move. I just don't know if I want to see Giannis in the Cleveland. I don't. I don't want the. You know what I don't want? I don't want the comparison between him and LeBron James. I don't want that
Hmm.
for
How
Giannis.
would how would they compare them though?
Not necessarily, but he would always be in the shadows of LeBron James when we're talking about him in a Cleveland jersey, in my opinion. And I don't want
Mm.
that for him. I want Giannis. I'm not saying I want Giannis to remain a Buck. Don't get it twisted, because I don't. But I don't know if I want him to be a Calf. And do
Okay.
they even have money for him? If I'm gonna be honest, because it's gonna take more than just Evan Mobley. Because
Yeah,
Giannis
well.
is coming with. He's gonna have to get the bag not only for him but also for his brother. They got room for both.
Wow. Well, the Cavs went all in on their core four. They're all under contract. Jared Allen, he's someone that I could see them, making available as well.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't think they can get rid of Mobley and Allen in the same little trade, but I think one of them has to go.
No,
Because
in
Jared Allen,
mind.
you don't get any type of offensive punch from Jared
Mm-mm,
Allen. If it's not a lob,
mm-hmm.
you're not getting any points from Jared Allen.
You're not going to get any points from Jared Allen. I actually have him on the list as a potential trade option for the Cavs. I think if they're going to dangle anybody out there in the market, it should be Jared Allen. Not because I don't believe he is. I believe he is very durable, very um, reliable when we're talking about regular season games. But I think the Cavs are at a point right now that regular season success, been there, done that. it ain't enough. We can potentially be 7th seed, but if we don't be going deep, if we're not going deep in the playoffs, whatever we've done is mute. It's useless. It's a failure, right? And I think that's where they are right now, and that's kind of how I see it. You can be top of the conference if you want to, Cavs, with Donovan Mitchell on your roster. If you're not going to the conference finals or even the finals, then what are we talking about? Your season was a bust, right? So I believe Jared Allen, although he is really reliable in the regular season, I don't know if he gives the Cavs enough in the postseason. Now, granted, the previous postseason he was injured and he didn't play. But this postseason, although he was still reliable and he played all the games, he does not, as you mentioned, have enough, in my opinion, enough offensive versatility. And if you're thinking about these other bigs that are out here on the floor right now playing in the playoffs in round 2 or moving on to the conference finals, their bigs have versatility in their offensive game. And I think that's what Jared Allen is missing. And I think that's what the Cavs need if they think they're going to have a next season 2026 deep playoff run. So for me, if you're going to be trading anybody, one of the pieces that you need to probably consider out in the market to see if you can get some bodies for would be Jared Allen, in my opinion.
Okay, that's fair. But you know what? Let's talk about mental toughness real quick in the playoffs. Now, look, we know Darius Garland had the toe issue, but
Yeah.
I'm just feeling like he could have taped it up, maybe took a little cortisone shot and been out there, right? His team needed him. Evan Mobley, same thing, had the little ankle injury. DeAndre Hunter went out with the thumb. I'm like, y'all, this is your playoff life. Now, I know they shouldn't risk getting further injured, but soon as the national media started talking about the Cavs and how the players should have played, how the team needed them, all of a sudden they came back in the following game. That tells me they probably could have played and helped Donovan Mitchell in the games prior.
Those players are long gone. Those players are long gone. They are. The cortisol shot must not be effective anymore because they apparently can't get out there with it and still make it happen. Again, then we're going back to the toughness. I don't think some of these young players, I don't know if they have it. Or should
Yeah.
they? Or is it the medical staff saying, no, go ahead and sit out? What do you mean? We're in the playoffs. We're trying to get this championship and you don't want me to play? No, I can do it. Go and wrap my toe
Right.
up. I got it.
Yeah.
But a
Yeah.
toe is
Exactly.
different. A toe is different than a thumb. You need your big toe
Yeah.
for your
And that's what he
balance.
dealt
So I
with.
can understand that. But that thumb,
But Mobley and ankle, you know how many times I've twisted my ankle before? It's probably dislocated right now. I'm not sure. But I just think it's important that you show your team that you're in it for the long haul. Everybody's nicked up, everybody's banged up.
you have to be. Right. If Josh can come out there with his eye almost closed, Josh Hart, with his
Yeah.
eye almost closed, you can't mean to tell me you can't get an ankle strap?
I'm just saying. That's part
No,
of the
it's not the
mental
same.
toughness to
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
That's it.
no, I
You
agree. I agree. I agree. But I do agree. I think that we're speaking of Darius Garland. I like Darius Garland. However, if the Cavs wanted to kind of get somebody with some mental toughness, and for some reason I don't know why Marcus Smart, he got to be available because whatever jersey he wearing right now, I can't even remember, and I need him to be back in the spotlight, in my opinion, because he has it, and I think that the Cavs can use Marcus Smart on their roster because I believe he's a durable point guard. I mean, he played for the Celtics for quite some time. He missed the championship window for them, but he still did it,
Mhm.
right? So I
Yeah.
think that with him, and then you have um, uh, Donovan Mitchell as the number 2 shooting guard position, number 2. I'm not necessarily mad at that, actually.
Okay.
But we do
Now,
need they do need some mental toughness for sure. They need some dogs.
absolutely,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And it became even more apparent when Max Struess's group text was leaked to the media before game 5. And it was like, if you don't believe, then don't show up to work.
Oh we. Oh we.
It
Uh-uh. That's
uh,
that heat. That's that heat culture right there. It's like, hold up.
mhm.
Hold up. Yeah, I think it's really, really bad. They are a little too passive. And it showed. It showed. And that's
Yeah.
unfortunate because there has to be a point. That's what I'm saying. I believe regular season play success, unfortunately, does not equate to postseason play and success. And we've seen that over time. But as most recent in this Cavs discussion, we've most definitely seen it with the Cavs.
Yes, yes. And they added. Now I will say, DeAndre Hunter was going at it with was it Nick Neesmith on the Pacers, and I was like,
Mm.
okay, that's a little playoff basketball. But even still, the fact that Neesmith felt comfortable trying to punk DeAndre Hunter tells me that the Cavs, they just don't have that fear factor. They
No,
don't have it. They don't have it.
no, no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I don't think any team fears the Cavs. Like fear the Cavs. No, not at all. Not at all. Mm-mm. However, I do believe that they may second guess themselves because the way DeAndre Hunter pointed that finger at him, I said, "Oh, see,
Uh-huh.
you done poked the bear." He
Mm.
walked he walked over to him like, you, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to boop you up. You know, I said, "Oh, let's get more of that out. Let's bring more of that out to the game. Let's start the game off with that."
Yeah, yeah.
I think he has it in him, and maybe he's trying to be reserved. No, I'm giving you the green light to start the game off with that energy.
Kenny Atkinson was in a lot of his post game conferences talking about how the game was played with a level of physicality that the Cavs just weren't matching, or that the refs should have kind of reined in a little bit. I'm like, it's the playoffs.
It's
You
playoff
should
basketball.
welcome it.
Matter of fact, if you ain't ready to get banged up, if the little tic tac y'all get through in the regular season and you get past it, it is 10 times more in the playoffs. You got to strong body somebody. Are you not watching these
Mhm.
games? You're gonna have to, and I know these players are also watching the other games as well. You're gonna have to strong
Yeah.
arm somebody. You're gonna have to do it.
It's gonna have to happen.
You go at the whistle. Whoop, I'm gonna need for you to put on your dog. I'm gonna have to. What you need? Like, yeah, no. DeAndre, when he showed that piece
Mhm.
and he pushed him, I said, "Oh, I need to see that at the top of the hour.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to see
It
it at the
was
top of the hour." Yeah, and he's too big not to. Come on,
I
come
know.
on. So
So
yeah.
yeah. So, the Cavs, I really feel bad for Donovan Mitchell, 4 times not advancing
Mm, mm,
from the
mm.
second round. And I just don't know. I don't know who they're gonna add, but I know one thing, they better not run this same squad back. You just can't do it.
Oh, you talking about the core? Because they can get ancillary pieces, but if they keep this core, then I think we're gonna see the same results.
Yeah, yeah, no, they can't run this quarterback. Somebody got to go, whether it's Evan Mobley, which
I don't know.
hey,
I
I
can
think
tell you,
he
I don't
has
believe
the
it's gonna be.
most,
I don't
he
believe it's
got
gonna
the
be
most
Evan Mobley or
value though.
no. I think
Between
I can see a package between Jared Allen and Darius Garland together. I can see that.
you ain't well, you ain't getting a player like Giannis for
No,
that
I don't
package.
want Giannis, but you can get
Mm.
Marcus Smart.
You can get Marcus Smart just 1 for 1, I think.
You maybe can get Marcus
But
Smart with Ty Jerome.
oh my god. No, I wouldn't mind seeing Giannis. I think Giannis would be a nice piece. He can stay right there in the the middle of America where he's accustomed to playing.
Okay.
Mhm.
Location. Really? No other
Yeah.
option that he would fit Giannis?
You got to
Mm.
give up so much. I mean, Giannis, first of all, financially, he's making like 50 some
This is
$1 million,
what I'm
right? So the
saying. I
guy.
don't think they're gonna have the money for it. Do they want to go to the second apron or wherever apron they're gonna have to get to get him? I can tell you right now, Donovan Mitchell is gonna be there. So, and I believe the Cavs should still try to help develop Evan Mobley. I don't want him to go, but I'm okay. Yeah, you're
Mhm.
right. Evan Mobley would probably be the better option because his potential is greater than I
Yeah.
believe a Jared Allen's is and a
Hmm.
Darius Garland. I see.
Yep.
Well, we'll see. But that is the buzz right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm telling you right now, when we are this offseason, Giannis Antetokounmpo watch. Where is he gonna go next?